Hi families, it's Mrs. Hickerson here again. I want to show you guys how to access your child's assignments for next week starting on March 30th. So the first thing that you'll want to do is go to the student portal at student.pusd11.net, and I do recommend using the Google Chrome browser as it works best with our district website here. So you're going to put your child's username in here and their password. If you don't have your child's username and password, please email me and I can get that to you as soon as possible. Then once you sign in, your child will see this page. Instead of going to educational resources, they're going to go to Office 365 right here. It might have your child sign in again, and their email address is their username at pusd11.net. It should already come up with it here, so you click on that and you should just have to put in their password again to sign into Microsoft Office. And then once they're signed into Microsoft Office, they're going to see all of the different apps that they can use for free with their PUSD11 login. Their assignments are going to be located on Teams. So I want you to, or your student, to click on Teams. And their only team they should see is Mrs. Hickerson's class. I've already added them, so they should have that team when it pops up. The first thing that you'll see when you click on our class team is the post page. So whenever there's a new assignment or just a new piece of information, I'm going to put it on the post page, which the students will see right when they open this team. So as you can see, I've added our class schedule, our assignment schedule for next week for March 30th through April 3rd. So here's a couple things that you can do to open this Word document schedule. You can click on it right here and it will open within Teams, or you can click on these three dots and you can open it in your desktop app if you have Word downloaded on your computer. You can open it in the Google Chrome browser if you don't have Word downloaded on your computer, or you can just download it. I recommend to download it in the desktop app if you have it downloaded, or open it in the browser, because those are the best options for formatting the Word document correctly. So you'll click on that. You might have to click OK, and then it's going to load into Microsoft Word or the browser form of Microsoft Word. As you can see, for next week, this schedule follows the recommended schedule that Mr. Hammond and Miss Nevy sent out a couple days ago. So every other day your child's going to be on iReady Reading, every other day your child's going to be on iReady Math. I didn't want to put them on the same day because I don't want them on iReady for too long of a period of time. So if you're just looking at, okay, what do I do on Monday, March 30th? You're going to go in this column right here. Now these are suggested times. You do not have to do this during these times, these are just suggested. So you can modify as needed for your child and your family. So for reading on Monday, they're going to do their iReady reading lesson. And then for writing, they're going to go on to Teams to see their assignment titled Writing March 30th through April 3rd. So they're going to go back to their team and they're going to go to these tabs on the top and they're going to click on Assignments. Once you click on Assignments, your child will see all of the assignments for the week. For writing, it's all one assignment for the whole entire week. The other assignments are going to be specific days. So let's click on Writing. The students will see this. They will see instructions. They will read the instructions, and then they have the materials they need. This is the text that they will be reading first. This is an editing and revising checklist. This is a brainstorming form that they will fill out digitally for brainstorming on Monday. And then this is a Word document that they're going to type their rough draft into. So let's click on this. Whenever you see this, it's a link, probably to a digital form that they'll be filling out. So when they click on that, It will open up, and for Monday, they will be brainstorming. So they're going to think of 2 different charity ideas that they could create, and they're going to answer these questions. Once they hit submit, I will see what their ideas are, and then I can start seeing what they're working on and giving them feedback. So this is their kind of way of turning in things digitally instead of on paper, so that I can still see what they're working on. So that's writing. Now let me go back to assignments. You can always hit back right here. And let's go back to our schedule. Then you're going to have a 30-minute brain break. I have some ideas for a brain break here. Then you're going to do your math assignment. And you're going to go to Teams again and see your assignment for Math March 30th. So they're going to go to their team. Math March 30th is right here. They're going to click on that. This is what they will see. Instructions on how to access the My Math curriculum. I also have it attached in this PDF right here of how to get the McGraw-Hill My Math materials. If you cannot access that for some reason, I also have put the math workbook pages in a Word document here. So if you can't get onto My Math in the McGraw-Hill, you can access them here. And it tells you what lesson to do, what the workbook pages are, and then when the students get to the homework pages of that lesson, they're going to enter their answers digitally with this link right here that says My Homework Pages 663 to 664 Turn-In. Once they click on that, you will see all of the questions from the homework pages. They're going to enter their answers, and once they hit submit, I have already told the computer what the correct answers are, so they will be able to get immediate feedback whether their answers are correct or not. I only are doing this for the homework pages, not for the guided and independent practice. That is for you and your child to practice at home. I'm not going to be checking those. I'm just going to be checking the homework page just to see if they understand it or not. I don't need to check all of their entire work because it's too much. Also, because we're going to be working on time next week, they have a link to a virtual clock that they can manipulate. That might help them. Just another tool for them to use. And when you click on this Word document, it will show you all of the workbook pages for that lesson. So if you don't want to try to get onto McGraw-Hill, or you've already tried and it hasn't worked, you can just go here, and I have all of the workbook pages in this Word document for you, and it even has the link of where to submit their answers for the My Homework pages there. Trying to put it all in one place to make it easy for you guys. Okay, if I'm in this and I want to close and go back, I can hit close. Back. Okay, so their first thing they're going to look at is this schedule. Once they finish math, they can go to the Scholastic Learn at Home website, which is very cool. Scholastic has created these free resources for kids for being out of school. And they can just do one of these each day. So week 1, day 1, they can do on Monday. There's multiple articles they can read, different activities they can do with it, and this really helps them with their reading, but it also kind of gives them science and social studies as well. So it's tying all of those subjects in. It's a very cool resource, so they can do that for science and social studies time. I don't need them to turn anything in for that. That's really just their learning opportunity. Then you're going to have lunch, and then in the afternoon from 1 o'clock to 1:45 is 3rd grade office hours. So I will be on Zoom at that time, and if you need help with an assignment from the day or you have any questions, you can get onto Zoom using this link, and I will be on there to answer any questions or give you help with any assignments that you need. I want to show you one more thing on Teams. So that's most of what your child will need to know for next week. It should be very easy to go through daily lessons. There's one more feature that I want to show you guys really quickly. This is optional for your child to do for right now. I just want to kind of test it out to see. So these tabs at the top, if you go to Files, you will see the schedule for next week again here. And if you click on Class Materials, you will see this 3rd grade packet. This is a collection of about 140 workbook pages that you can print out for your child to work on at home for supplemental materials. There's reading in there, there's cursive practice in there, there's math facts practice in there. So there's lots of different practice if you want your child to have more practice or more work. You can click on this and you can print that out for them. But that is completely optional and supplemental. There's another tab at the top here called Flipgrid, or you might see it as one of the more options. Flipgrid is a way for me to ask the students a question and they respond in a video form. So when they first do this, they're going to have to log in with Microsoft. I recommend you hit Remember Me so they don't have to do this every time. And then it should automatically load their information. If it doesn't, you're going to do their username at pusd11.net. Oh man. There we go. If it doesn't work, try it again. And so the first thing that they can do is say hi. When they click on this really big plus sign, they get to record a little short video response, and then the whole class can see it. So it's kind of a cool way to keep us connected. And then if you go here, you can see the other topic that I have after they just say hello to their classmates. This question is, if you were granted one wish to make the world a better place, what would it be? They can think of their answer and record their video response to the question. So just kind of a cool way to keep us interacting and connected and still thinking about things. All right, well, I hope that helps you to see how you are going to access your child's assignments. If you have any other questions or have any problems, please ask me so that I can help you troubleshoot. All right, see you later. Bye.